Hi, today we're going to be using the new Cricut Mug Press with the Infusible ink blank mug, and I have a guest today who's working on a project with the Infusible ink pens and markers to create a gift for someone special. So stay tuned. I'm going to hop into Design Space really quick to show you how you can create a little piece of paper that's going to fit nicely on your mug. So I'm going to be using my Cricut Design Space on my mobile device today. Go ahead and drop in the comments. Let me know what you guys use most for creating in Design Space. Do you use your laptops, desktop, iPads, tablets, or your mobile phones? Go ahead and on your home screen, you're going to type in mug and click search, and then you're going to go ahead and scroll down to where it says mug design setup 10 sizes. Where it says finished size, we're going to go ahead and select whatever size mug you have. I'm working with a 15 ounce. And because we're just going to be drawing on it, no need for any special wavy edges or anything like that. We're going to click into customize. And then once we're in our canvas, we're going to go ahead and get rid of those guides for the mug. So go ahead and just X those off. I just simply want to have this part right here. So I'm going to delete, and then this is the part that we're going to draw on, and you'll just need some heat resistant tape to tape it to your project once you're done. So then we'll click make it. When you click continue, you want to make sure that you are selecting copy paper for the materials. To have a nice smooth surface for my son to draw on, we're using my light pad. And then once he's done, we're actually going to flip the image over so that he can use the Infusible ink pens to then color and draw his design that we will infuse with the mug press onto the mug. We've also used some painter's tape just to keep it adhered down there so it's not slipping and sliding around while he's doing his drawing and artistic work there. So once the image is drawn, you're then going to want to flip it over on a surface like the bright pad, and then you're going to trace over with the Infusible ink markers and pens to make sure that your design is going to iron on, because all iron-on has to be mirrored when you are adhering it to your blank project. Okay, so my guest has finished doing the Infusible ink onto the project. The bright pad is very helpful. Once he drew on the other side, we just flipped it over, used some painter's tape to make sure that it isn't sliding around while he's working on it. And now we're gonna take it off of the bright pad and get it ready to go onto the mug. Okay, so I'm going to turn on the mug press. In the meanwhile, I'm going to take out this Cricut Infusible ink mug and clean it off. And I'm just going to use a little square of fabric that comes inside of the Infusible ink packages. And today I'm going to be using for the first time the 15 ounce that has a nice little gray accent on the inside and on the handle. And I'm just going to use some spray alcohol to clean it off. So I'm gonna find how this is gonna fit nicely onto the mug. And I'm gonna use heat resistant tape. Okay, so I'm gonna line this up. I'm looking at where he placed the balloons. So the paper's not exactly even, but I'm looking at where he placed a balloon and then a balloon and trying to have about that distance. I'm thinking that looks pretty good. Okay, so the machine has beeped and it's all ready. The mug press is ready to go and I'm gonna pop it in. Now, I just want to give a tip right before I do this. I actually cleaned out the inside and found a little piece of debris. So make sure before you pop your mug in, before you even turn that machine on, to clean it out on the inside and make sure that you don't see any residue or any kind of debris or anything in there that could potentially infuse into your project that you wouldn't want on there. And actually the last time I did one of these, I took a piece of butcher paper and put it around it, so I'm gonna do that again. Okay, so I just cut a little piece of butcher paper to go around to protect the surface. Okay, here we go. Okay, so this should take about 6 minutes or so. That's about the average for the last few that I've done. And then once it's done, you're gonna wanna let it cool off for about 20 minutes before you actually remove the paper, because the mug is gonna be really, really hot. If you feel more comfortable, I would not even hesitate to maybe use an oven mitt or an oven glove just to make yourself feel a little safer so that you don't accidentally burn yourself. So I'm gonna let this cook and I will meet you back. Okay, we're on blinking light 4 right now, so I think once it gets to 5, it's gonna be ready. It has been several minutes, so it just depends on what they call the ambient temperature in the room. The mug press will automatically adjust. So one thing that I would suggest is while this is going, you don't want to open a window because that could change the temperature in the room and then really maybe mess up the original setting that this automatically adjusted to begin with. Okay, we are on blinking light 5. Now, as you can see, I have my mug press on top of my heat press mat, and I will remove the mug and just set it right on top of this heat press mat to cool off. Okay, so it's ready. I'm gonna open the lever. Be careful not to touch any of the mint part of the edges, and you're just gonna set your project down on the easy press or heat press mat and just let it cool. And go ahead and turn off your mug press machine. I have a little bit of a camera shy little guy, so my guest isn't going to be joining us for the reveal. So he used different colors of blue. Hopefully you'll be able to see on the screen. He did an outline of a blue and then he used a lighter blue to do the scalloping. So all in all, this turned out really great. I noticed there's a little smudge mark of red. There must have been a little residue on his paper. But all in all, it just turned out so sweet, so cute. Grandparents are happy to receive anything that the grandkids make from their heart, and especially when it's handmade. So this is going to be loved and appreciated. And the thing that I think is so great about the Infusible ink is dishwasher safe, microwave safe. I think this turned out great. He's going to be so excited to give this to his grandpa for his birthday. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope that you have found benefit from this video. Definitely give it a like Hit subscribe to follow me for future tutorial videos and creating and crafting.